All right, so I got some more parts for the ZX6R. I got the gas cap right over there in that small little box. I'm gonna throw the gas cap on. I finally got the wiring harness. I'm going to clip and snip the connectors off the wiring harness I bought and solder and connect them to this wiring, since this wiring harness is already in the bike and it's literally just this that needs to be fixed. I also got a new relay box, because this relay box, I don't know if you guys can see it, that's pretty damaged right there. So no new relay box. I got the fuse box that goes right here that connects into this. I'm gonna install the license plate bracket as well. That goes right there. It'll be nice and flush and clean. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and install that stuff. I'm really hoping that once I install all that, this bike will start. See how there's like no fuel pump priming or anything. And it does throw a, I'll show you guys, shows a code 39, which I already looked it up. It's like an ECU, blah, 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 wiring harness issue thingy. And I mean, I think that's the culprit right here. So fix this. Hopefully it fixes that and gets it started. So let's get into it. So I got everything hooked up, tip over sensor hooked up, brake light works, relay box hooked up, all the electrical wiring hooked up. So let's see if it cranks. Let's see if it starts. Oh shit. Oh crap. Let's go. So the bike starts. Freaking so happy the bike starts. So damn happy that it starts. It's like such a huge relief. So I'm gonna try to get the fairings put on. I gotta put coolant in the bike and kind of just clean it up and yeah, get the tail section on. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking really, really good. I'm just so happy it started and it runs. So relieving. So get back to it. All right, so the ZX6R is finished, or I finished building the ZX6R. The bike turned out really, really good. It looks awesome. I'm pretty happy with it. I was just gonna go over like the cost of everything, how much the bike cost, the cost of all the parts, and just about everything I had to change on the bike, or I wanted to change on the bike. So yeah, get into it. The bike itself, when it was wrecked, I'll see if I can throw a picture up of what it looked like when I bought it, or you could watch the previous videos that I have on my channel. So the bike, I bought the bike for $1,250 when it was wrecked. It was a decent deal, not too bad. Clean title. Didn't run or anything, so it wasn't too bad of a price. I think it was fair on both ends. So that was how much the bike cost. The fairings were $457. The fairings were completely destroyed when I bought the bike. It needed new fairings really, really bad. Yeah, so those were $457. It needed a new subframe. That was $240. Rear wheel, that was bent, so I had to buy a new one for $120. Taillight, it was missing the taillight, so I had to buy a new taillight for $55. That's integrated too, by the way, so it has the left and right turn signals, brake light, and yeah. All right, the chain and sprocket kit, that was $135. It's a super light 520 chain and sprocket kit. I went one down in the front and two up in the rear just for a little better acceleration since it's a 600. Had to buy a new seat. This was $60, super good condition. Just bought that off, I think Amazon or eBay. New tires. So I bought new tires for this bike, like super cheap new tires. And these tires just, they did not look good on the bike. I don't know what it was, but the profile just did not look right. So I had some old Super Corsa SP tires that are in really good shape, super good shape, that I just threw on the bike. Yeah, they look super, super good. So I am gonna include the price of those tires I bought and just make it, or consider that these are the tires that I guess I bought in a way, if that makes sense. So tires were 168. The tank, I had to buy an all new, I had to buy a new tank since the old tank was just completely smashed in. It had a dent right here, a dent right here. It was just destroyed. It was absolutely destroyed. So I bought this tank for 386 bucks. No fuel pump, no gas cap or anything like that, just bare tank. Super good condition. Really, really like the white too. And I love how it says Ninja on the tank instead of Kawasaki, because usually it'll say like Kawasaki and then Ninja on the fairing, but I think this is a super clean look. What else? Levers, these were just 16 bucks off eBay. They're just OEM style levers, super good quality, no issues, just really nice, simple and clean. Right clip-on, I had to buy a new right clip-on since this clip-on was snapped in half or snapped off. Yeah, it was 30 bucks. Yeah, super easy install. All right, brake lines, rear and front brake lines. I went with the Van Hill, I don't know if you can see it, Van Hill stainless steel braided brake lines, front and rear. That was 158 bucks. I think the red just looks super cool with the black and white. Coolant lines, those were 78 bucks, as you can see in there. And over here, kind of just a cool little colorway with the bike. Got the red coolant lines, red brake lines, kind of the red grips, red gas cap, and then the black and white looks so cool. I really like the red, black, and white color scheme. Looks good. Swing arm, I had to buy a new swing arm. That was $109 off eBay, since the other swing arm, or the old swing arm that was on it, was bent this way, since I think the guy got hit right here and the tail section just got completely wrecked. But the swing arm, this one's perfectly straight. Yeah, 110 bucks. Looks really, really good. Fairing stay, that was 30 bucks. Just that thing in there that holds the gauge and mounts to the fairings right there. Gauge casing, that was just 35 bucks. It's just a surrounding casing of the gauge. It's not the actual gauge itself. GB Racing engine covers. These were $35 off AliExpress. And they are the exact same as the ones you pay $200-300 for your bike. Exact same. It even comes with the GB Racing instructions, the hardware, everything. $35, and I think it was free shipping, which is insane. So, like the R6, I paid 300 bucks for my GB Racing engine covers, and I will never pay that much for those covers ever again, ever. I will always buy them through AliExpress. The seat cowl was 32 bucks. It's just a eBay color match seat cowl. Front master rebuild reservoir kit. So I had to rebuild this reservoir. So it's like this, the internals of the front master cylinder and the, God, what's it called? The seals inside the master cylinder had to be replaced. And it came with the reservoir, the line, and then the clamps. So that was 50 bucks, kind of pricey. Where are we? Exhaust servo motor delete plug. So there's an exhaust servo motor that goes down and connects somewhere over there, and it's under the seat, and it just plugs into the wiring. That was 30 bucks. Battery under the seat. That was just 30 bucks off Amazon. Grips. I got some Domino grips. These are 25 bucks. Super nice grips. I think they're the best grips you can buy for a sport bike, super bike. M4 slip-on exhaust. I bought this off Facebook Marketplace for 175 bucks. It's in perfect condition. There's no damage on it whatsoever. I just took the decal off that was right there. And it sounds really good. Fenrir bar and mirrors. Those are 60 bucks. I don't have the one on the right, just the one on the left for now. Yeah, there you go. Pretty good quality. I would say it's just as the same as the CRG. I mean, doesn't vibrate, doesn't shake, doesn't move, stays right there when you're riding. So wheel paint and trim paint. So I had to paint the swing arm, the rear fender, the subframe, the frame itself. What else did I have to paint? I had to paint something else. Oh, yeah. So the front wheel and the rear wheel, the front sprocket cover. What else? I think that's all I painted on this bike. And I only needed 2 cans of spray paint. I put like 3-4 layers on everything, or 3-4 coats on everything. And it was only 40 bucks for the paint. And the coolant, 20 bucks, oil change, 40 bucks, LED light bulbs. So I got the corner lights in the headlight and the bright for $30. That was off eBay. Mirror block off plates. These were just 9 bucks. The windscreen came with the fairing kit, so that was included on the $457. Gas cap. This is a Cosaroto gas cap. Super good quality. Looks good. Has a good click to it. Good quality. That was 90 bucks. I had to buy a new wiring harness, since if you see from the previous videos, the tail section, it just like ripped all the wiring out of right here. And the ECU's right there, the relay box, the tip over sensor. Yeah, so I had to buy a full new wiring harness that came with a tip over sensor. That was 130 bucks, and kind of just clipped off the wires I needed and put them on the existing wiring harness inside the bike. Relay, I also bought a new relay box that's in there next to the ECU. That was 50 bucks since it was damaged. So the total cost of this build, I didn't register the bike in my name or anything. I did reuse some stuff that came with the bike, like the license plate bracket. That was already on the bike, so I didn't have to buy that, which is nice. All right, so the total cost of everything, the bike, all the parts, to get the bike looking like this, it was $4,173, which is, in my opinion, super good. I bought the bike in November of last year. which was about 6-7 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. I went on a 4-month work trip, so the bike was just sitting in the garage for a while. But I mean, from having it wrecked to what it looks like now, I mean, that's a pretty good price, in my opinion. That's a super good price. Only roughly $4,200, not including registration. I'm sure registration would be like $200 with how much I paid for the bike originally. But I mean, if you want like a not too old of a 600, and then just rebuild it or build it up how you want to build it, you know, $4,200. It's not too bad of a deal. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm pretty happy with it. So that's kind of the breakdown on how much it cost to rebuild the ZX6R. Yeah, like I said, I think it turned out really good. I'm pretty happy with it. I've only ridden it up and down the street a few times, and it rides amazing. It shifts through the gears perfectly fine. I'm not going to keep it. I already have it listed on Facebook Marketplace, so I'm trying to sell it. I bought another wrecked bike already. That's going to be a race bike. I don't know, you guys might have seen some clips in this video what I bought. But I'm going to sell the ZX6R, save some of the money, and then also use some of the money on the newer bike I bought. But yeah, that's pretty much the price breakdown. I just want to kind of be clear on how much it costs to buy the bike, the parts, all that stuff. And then I'd say as far as labor, as far as hours I put into the bike, I'd say maybe 40 to 60 hours. I know it's a pretty big gap, but yeah, 40 to 60 hours of labor. So if I sell the bike for $6,000, $6,200, that's like $2,000 in labor. So I mean, that's like $50 an hour. It's not too bad. So yeah, that's that. And hope you guys enjoyed watching the content on this build, and looking forward to the next one. So yeah, see ya!